What up? Prime Mega Nutrient drops on the full trees up. Listen, I want to talk about a few of these sneaker releases that are coming up this month, February, and maybe into March. There's a lot. 2025 is like, man, like Jordan. What's that movie? Armageddon. It's like a Jordan-mageddon. Like, it's just gonna be raining sneakers everywhere. So beware the pockets for the fans of the Jordan sneakers, right? So starting off first this weekend, Jordan, January 11th, the Jordan 3 Black Cats, suede. Then you have the patent leather going around the mud guard. I like the different textures, you know, and I like the fact that I think this shoe is from 2007, retro, you know, when its first inception, and they're bringing it back. You know, I always was a fan of the pitch black sneakers, the sneakers that were just all black. You know, I don't think I've actually had the last black cat I had. I believe was a Jordan 6s. They call them the Batmans now. I didn't know that. I still have them. They're beaters now. They're in the back of my car, man. Them things I beat the hell out of those. And they came out, I think I got those in 2017. And, you know, like I said, black, you can't, you know, I'm a fan, of course, black and red is my favorite colors. I mean, how could you go wrong? You got Chicago Bulls, you got Atlanta Falcons, you got, you know, and people get on me for Atlanta Falcons, but listen, it's a nostalgic thing, you know, and the colors, I'm drawn to the colors. So, and not to mention also February 12th, the Dion's, the DT, the Diamond Turfs, the first Diamond Turfs, the Falcon/49ers joints. They dropped February 12th. But anyway, back to the Black Cats. I don't know, like, I feel like they'll definitely be easy to get. I don't feel like the wave is on the pitch black sneakers like it used to be. So if you definitely want those sneakers, they're definitely going to be available. I believe they'll be easy to get until we move into a little bit more of a challenging territory with all these other releases that's coming out. I'm just going to read from my phone here. Okay, so we got a Jordan 5 Women's Earth. That's January 22nd. Hey, all right. That's not really my thing. And then you got Jordan 11 Low CNY Year of the Snake. Those aren't bad. Those come out the 23rd of this month. I don't know what. Those are alright. Just trying to go over the ones that I'm actually interested in. They actually have a Jordan 3 Valentine's Day Coral Gem Red Sale, and that's February 5th. That's different. Then February 8th, we have the Jordan 5 Black Metallic Reimagined. Now let me tell you about this. The metallic, man, the 5, it's an all suede sneaker, and I don't think I'm jaded from all suede sneakers, specifically because my first retro 2019, the Jordan 6 Infrareds, my favorite sneaker of all time. I didn't realize that once you buy a suede, I should know this from rocking Tim's, but an all suede black sneaker, regardless of how you clean it, what you spray it with, water repellent, none of that, it's just not the same once you get those dusty, dirty, like I have this sheen over it, like an ashy sheen that people, I still get compliments on them when I wear them, but I know, I can see, like, they no longer look the same. Like, you know, I knew that the sole and everything else would start to turn that oxidized brown or whatever, because it's an icy sole, right? That's cool, because I like how that ages, but it's just the suede around it. It's just like, oh man, these damn things need some lotion. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not the same. So I wear that shoe sparingly now. You know, I just look at it like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the Reimagined 5, when I look at these, I want them. I'm not gonna hold you. I just think back to the infrareds that I already have that are almost of the same texture, just different colorway, slightly different because they're black as well. And man, and putting those white shoelaces in there, let me tell you, man, listen, yeah, they on to something. And then we're moving on to February 12th again. No, February 12th. And that's the Union LA Air Jordan 1 High OG. Now this is like a Chicago one with like a shadow. Jordan 1 shadow, like the ankle cuff. It says black and gray. Kind of reminds me of. So they're like merging them together, which I do like the Union collab. Their fire is almost like a Frankenstein where you see the stitching. But I have the lost and founds. So as far as me getting the Chicago one, you can't lose with Chicago one. It's classic. It's a beautiful shoe. But I just feel like I'll move on to that. And on top of that, to be honest with you, this sneaker is gonna be so hyped that it's just gonna be like remarkable if you get it at retail at that. You know, I haven't even looked that up because it's getting close to that. So it should be surfacing somewhere. StockX, GOAT. I haven't looked on that. It probably is there. And then we have February 14th, the Air Jordan 1 High 85 bread. What can I say? I want this shoe. Now the $250 price tag is very hefty. I pray I don't have to pay way more than that because I'm not going to. There are some alternates that I have. If I don't get this shoe, I already have backups. I mean, there's so much stuff coming out in 2025 and stuff that was released in 24 that I'd be proud to get. You know, I'm not pressed. But like I said in my previous vlog, that this is another super hyped shoe. It's a classic colorway, bread. It's black and red. It's an iconic backstory band, you know, and Nike had to pay they didn't have to. Nike paid the fine. I think it was like a $5,000 fine every time Jordan wore this shoe. But it paid off 10 million times over. You know, iconic shoe. It's a beautiful shoe. But the 85 cut over the OG that they made in 16, I like this 85 cut because it literally looks like the one that Mike wore in those games in the 80s. You can tell the cut is the cuff, the ankle cuff's higher. It's a little more narrow around the the midfoot, around the it's I don't know. I just gotta have this, but like I said, I know they're gonna make these super difficult to get. And the funny thing is, I have like a few Nike gift cards, and I call myself in my mind, oh yeah, these gonna go towards the bridge. Then I thought about it one time and was like, you know what? Ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to get all 3 gift cards on the sneakers app and secure a pair. I just can't see it because I think they take it from 1 card. I can't see them processing 3. If you know how to do this, let me know. Like maybe I'm not experienced at buying sneakers off a Nike app, especially on a drop day, on a day that the sneakers are gonna be smoking hot. Like I feel like you're gonna have to have like quick Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? To manipulate 3 gift cards on that site is gonna be like a miracle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just thought about that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I definitely want this shoe. It is on my radar. I've pretty much like turned off all expenses for this shoe right at this moment. Like, I don't know. And then also the next day, February 15th, you got the Air Jordan 1 High OG Black Toe Reimagined, which I already have. Got that for my birthday. High five to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they postponed this shoe a few times. First they said it was going to be the first. Actually, no. First it was October the 18th. Then it was moved, I believe, to December, I think. No, January. I believe it was January. Then they pushed it to February 1st. And then at that point, I kept hearing people mentioning different dates. And I said, you know what? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. It's just going to change again. And it did. And I was like, damn it, I would have bought, if I would have bet some money. Listen. So now, February 15th at 180. And anybody that's going to get this shoe, you're in for a treat because I don't think enough can be said about the quality of this particular Jordan 1. I have quite a few Jordan 1s, and the sturdiness, the leather is not like the butter soft leather that you get on the other ones, which I heard actually that the butter soft leather does not mean that the quality of leather is better. It's actually, I think it's actually the other way. It's what I heard. This particular leather, you can tell it's very sturdy, and it's actually like I feel like it's like a utility shoe. Like it's real. Like these are the ones you could play in. Like they would stand up and they wouldn't tear your feet up in. I wouldn't ball in them either way, but they definitely feel a little more solidified than all my other Jordan 1s. Like it's just a very sturdy shoe, and if you are able to get your hands on it, you'll see what I mean. You know what I mean? Like I said, that leather is crazy. All right, moving on. Air Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts. That comes out February 22nd. It's like looks like the sole. Is that sail on the sole? I can't tell. They do a lot of sail. I like the sail that they do because it makes the shoe age better. It's like pre-aging the shoe, so you can wear it a lot longer. You have to worry about like getting that white part of your sneaker dirty. So people are not happy about that. I am, because my first pair of Jordan 1s were the sole, sail colored sole. And they're the Gym Reds, and I to this day I still wear them, and I still get compliments. That sneaker's 6 years old, or about to be 6 years old. And every time I wear them, people are like, "Yo, these are fire." And I beat them to death. And Jordan 1s, the more you wear them, you give them more character. You know what I mean? And those are a perfect example, just perfection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the sail colored soles that they're putting on the sneakers now. I think it's fire. It just gives the shoe character. It stands out, and just vintage. You know what I mean? Just instant vintage. And let's see. Last but not least, at least on my list for right now. And I thought that they canceled this, but evidently they didn't. And it is on its way. The Jordan 12. And I don't have any 12s. The Jordan 12 flu game. Infamous. Another bread. Black and red. I don't have any 12s, and this is a bread that's two things. Like, I love breads, and it's a 12. I've got to get one of these. If I don't get the 85 cut, this might be my backup. March 1st. And man, definitely another iconic shoe, legendary story. Mike he didn't have the flu. He just got food poisoning one night. He had a case of the munchies. I think the night before a game, he was up late. It was like, I think 1 or 2 in the morning. If you watched The Last Dance, he tells the story. That's 1, 2 in the morning. Somebody went and got him a pizza. They found one place that was open around that time, and it just wasn't that good. Didn't sit well with him. He woke up, just wasn't feeling good, and he had one of the greatest games ever that he ever had. I mean, Mike had a few of those games, but he had these particular sneakers on. So, yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is anybody out there fans of Jordans? What's y'all favorite Jordans? Let me know, because I mean, right now I had this discussion with a coworker. His thing is, and this seems to be an ongoing thing with quite a few sneakerheads, and I understand, is that they'd rather not pay resale. They'd rather get them for retail, which I would too. I'm not arguing with that. However, I've been saying this for the longest time. Now's the best time to be a sneakerhead. If you're looking to get some of the sneakers that are available and very obtainable now, on resale, may I add, like StockX and GOAT, are not crazy price. As compared to if this was 3 to 5 years ago, some of this stuff would be a few $1,000s. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how obtainable these sneakers are. Well, I had this conversation with my coworker, and I was telling him that I I said, you know, I had my eye on Almaminaires and a few other things, and I forgot what he was looking for. We were talking about the bread 85s, but we was talking about something else, and he was like, yeah. I said, yo, it's so great to be able to get sneaks right now. I said, you know, looking at StockX and all of this, like, look at the prices. He was like, yo, I just did the same thing. He said, and I'm mad. He said he was mad at himself because he really didn't want to go to StockX. He said, but some of the prices are just unbelievable. And I said, I told you that. I told you. And I had the same discussion with somebody else. And I'm like, man, listen, the resale's not that crazy. Like, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, well, they might be fakes. You know, I say this about fakes, right? Whether you buy them from a licensed place or not, you don't know where the shoe is coming from at the end of the day. You know why? Because you are not at the source when it was developed. All you got is the word of your man that has normally been consistent, as far as you know, by your standards, which I'm not knocking, but keep that in mind. These companies have their inside places where they fabricate the shoe, and they're able to make a few for families, close family and friends, you know, maybe a couple hundred, maybe in a few thousand. But when they send it out to be mass produced, it's going overseas. It's going to China. They're mass producing it in these factories. So when it's sent back, you weren't there. Neither was your man. Neither was your plug. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't there. They sent them back to the sneaker store, Foot Locker, whoever, in the back, you know, sent them to the back door. And, you know, a few of those could be duplicates. They could be fakes. You never know. I hate to say that, but I say it's always good to keep an open mind. And at the end of the day, damn it, buy what you like. You know, because you don't know the legitimacy of what you're getting. That's just part of consumerism, if you ask me. Anytime you can mass produce a product, there's going to be a few of those products that may or may not be as authentic as you think. That's it. That's just it. That's just the way I think. You know, don't let me force my beliefs on you. I just say that to everybody. Like, listen, don't wait. If you want something, get it. Just get it. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I got my reliable source. I'm gonna wait. All right, you're reliable. He wasn't in the factory. He wasn't over China. You know what I'm saying? Now, he might have been. Now, if he's in the offices inside of Nike, I can't argue with it. I really can't. But other than that, I'm just saying. Anyway, comment below. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for sharing. Seriously, for sharing my videos. I see it. I appreciate the support. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. So have a blessed week, have a blessed day. Let's get it, y'all. Trees up.